Summer rolls.
Hi foodies, I am making some summer rolls. Like them in the summertime, especially because it's crunchy, it's cool, it's a quick sandwich, but it's a Vietnamese sandwich. So I had all the ingredients, so that's what I'm doing. I actually used brown rice paper roll paper. I get it at the Asian store. A lot of people don't know that these brown rice spring roll paper is available at the Asian store and that it comes in brown rice. And I like to lay down a wet towel to do the work. So I just lay down a wet towel. So this is the reason that I want to do them. Crunchy lettuce makes it all come together. You got to have that crunchy lettuce in there. Get yourself some iceberg. The best ones are the iceberg or romaine or something that's crunchy. You want to make it be your base layer. And then I put things like cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, use parsley. If you don't like parsley, don't use it. Put a little bit of carrot, put a little bit of green onion. You can just cut it into strips, but I already had everything food prepped in my fridge. So, but I would cut it in strips. So now I'm going to put the tofu, the cold tofu, and then I'm going to roll it up. And for some reason, this always happens to me. I always end up doing it backwards. So I'm just going to fold in the sides. I'm going to fold in this lettuce a little bit so it doesn't, there we go. I'm going to fold in the sides and then it's like a burrito. And then I'm going to roll it super as tight as I can, but not too tight to where you break it. And then because the rice paper is wet, then I just give it a roll. Because the rice paper is wet, it's going to stick to itself. So there you go. There's a summer roll. So then I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to dip it in my hot water bowl. I have a warm water bowl that I just did warm water from the tap. You don't want to get too hot of a water to where you cut yourself. But there you go. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. And now I'm going to show you the sauce that I made for it. So the sauce is super easy. You just take PB2 pure peanut butter. You want to use this versus peanut butter. We do not use nut butters if we can avoid it. If we can use these and rehydrate it with water or veggie broth or whatever liquid that you're using, I use the powders and the difference is huge. When you take a regular peanut butter, it's going to have a lot of saturated fat. When you take regular almond butter, same. They're good for you, but in moderation. And some of us can't control ourselves with that moderation, or you don't want to count like me. So I don't want to have to remember that if I made muffins and I put nut butter in it and then I smeared some nut butter on my bread and then maybe I had a peanut sauce. So you don't want to have to count. This helps because this is going to be much less saturated fat. The content is 2 tablespoons are going to have 0 saturated fat and only 60 calories. So we are not going to take this peanut butter, the smooth, creamy peanut butter or crunchy peanut butter, and smear it on bread. We're not going to smear an avocado on bread and have an avocado toast because you are overloading your body with too much saturated fat. So if we want to do that and we want to have a peanut butter sandwich, we're going to grab the peanut butter powder, we're going to rehydrate it with water, and then we're going to smear it on whatever we're using. So this sauce is very simple. It's just 2 scoops of the peanut butter powder, and then I put water in here. I put some cayenne. I put cocoa aminos and a little bit of fish sauce. A lot of people don't like the flavor of fish sauce. If you don't like it, don't use it. If you don't like cayenne, don't use it. You can be as simple as peanut butter powder, water, and cocoa aminos. And you can even put a tiny dash of maple syrup if you want it sweet and heat. So big difference, same serving. 2 tablespoons, 190 calories, 16 fat, 2.5 saturated. This is only 60 calories for the same serving, and it's only got 1.5 saturated fat, and it has 0 sat fat. So which one am I going to choose? This one. I'm going to make it work. So I've even rehydrated it and used it in recipes instead of using these. Now these we do use, but we use them in a recipe. For example, if I'm making muffins and I know I'm making 24 muffins, this is going to get spread out. So if I'm using half a cup of the almond butter or half a cup of the peanut butter, it's going to get spread out. So then I'm not really going to stress out about it. So there are a couple things that you should be mindful of, and it is things like the nuts, the nut butters, the coconut milk, and the avocado. So those are the things that we're super mindful of. We choose not to use the coconut milk, choose not to use the shredded coconut, and we keep avocado at a mindful use. So I am going to use it in these spring rolls, but I'm not going to sit here and eat an entire one. Each spring roll is probably going to have one sliver of avocado. I'm probably only going to use this 1/2 for all of our rolls. So between the two of us, I'm going to have a quarter, he's going to have a quarter. It mitigates the saturated fat. And it is something that we don't use quite often. It's a treat. So do we sometimes have guacamole? Yes, but it's a treat. We don't have it all the time. We don't smear it on bread like an avocado toast. And sometimes we even make guacamole by mixing it with edamame. And I will take the avocado and mix it with edamame and make an guac. And that way it mitigates the saturated fat in the guacamole. So sometimes we become so clean and so plant-based that we think that just because we're plant-based, it's okay. And you don't realize that even within the plant-based spectrum, once your body becomes super clean and you are eating all whole foods, plant-based and low fat, what ends up happening is those things that are even plant-based that are highly saturated fat might start affecting you. And if you overconsume them and you do not stay within a low fat, whole food, plant-based lifestyle, and you're just living a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, and you are not mindful of the low fat part of your lifestyle, you can bring on those chronic diseases with the overconsumption of nuts and avocados and coconut milk and the nut butters. So in order to cut the summer roll, wet your knife. It is a lot easier to cut. And there you go. This is as easy as making sandwiches. Now I've got my big plate of summer rolls. Look at that. It took me no time at all, just like a sandwich, just like if I had used bread. And then make yourself a peanut sauce for the summer rolls, and it is a perfect summer snack. I absolutely love to make these in the summer. Bye, everybody. Hope you're having a happy day.